wife, Stacy, we met in 1995. We have two boys, 16 and 12. Oldest is Benjamin, youngest is Austin. I was raised Catholic, and went to parochial school, always around the church. I went to church twice a week for the first 12 years of my life, but never really had a spiritual connection. It was always, we have to go to church because we have to go to church. When
we met, we were about 18, 19 years old, and during that time in my life, God wasn't even so much on my radar. I knew about Him, I had grown up, but it wasn't a big part of my life. And so as we began our relationship, it didn't really dawn on me that wasn't part of our relationship. And so as time went by, I started to come back to the faith a little bit. And this was several years later and into our relationship. And he would just put up a wall. Anytime I would try to talk about it, he would just shut down. And it was upsetting because up until that point, we pretty much could talk about anything, and that seemed to be the one thing that I couldn't talk to him about.
I actually believe the transition into being heavily involved with the church was easier with Easttown than it would have been with any other established church. That part was exciting for me. And through this process, I found myself growing closer to how I should have a relationship with Jesus and what that really meant to me. Working the tech in the back of Easttown, I'm listening to everything. I'm listening to every part of the message. I'm in tune with everything that's going on, which I never really think that I did in any other service I ever attended previous to Easttown. So that build up over those weeks and months, I felt something that day. And for 5 or 10 seconds, I was thinking to myself, I'm ready. And I raised my hand, and at the time I didn't think anyone was looking, but someone was. My baptism day, having that day with Stacy was super important. Very, very emotional for both of us.
Matt, I baptize you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Next to our wedding day together, it may have even overshot that, to be honest, emotion-wise.
Our emotions came out, and it was very uncomfortable for me at the same time. I'm not one to share my emotions freely.
I honestly wasn't sure I would ever see that moment, and to be standing there with him while he did it, and to hear the words that he had to say about his transformation was just amazing. And I got to see what this community of Easttown did for him.
I still have some difficulty getting 100% connection with my spirituality. For me, that's okay. I know that I've recently just scraped the surface of where I'm going to start my relationship and build my relationship with Jesus. And every person is at a different point in their relationship, and I think that's okay. I bring myself back to the fact that my whole family is involved in Easttown, and I'm setting my kids up for a lifetime of relationships and faith in Christianity. And for me, that's important.